What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Lineage Break, a Grand Archive TCG Podcast. I am your host, Cam. With me, as always, is Trusty Steve.
Hi, Cam.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Happy Friday.
It's a good Friday.
Is it? I thought that was last Friday.
Was that last
No,
Friday?
2 Fridays ago?
Fridays ago?
Good Friday was recently. It was,
I don't know.
It was before Easter.
I don't do any of that stuff, so I wouldn't know.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about some Grand Archive. We're here to talk about Worlds.
There's actually one thing I want to talk about before any of that.
Yeah.
Because there's a very special day coming up.
Oh,
exactly tomorrow.
Shut up.
And it is
Not
one
Sunday.
Cameron Moore's birthday tomorrow. Everyone in chat say happy birthday, Cam.
It's on Sunday.
It's on Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, today's the 9th.
Today-
Yeah, it's the 11th.
yeah.
So say happy birthday to this man. It's his birthday. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I am turning 23 this year. That's not true. I'm turning 30 and I want to die. Somebody shoot me. Hey, thanks. It's a birthday. It's a birthday of all time. Thank you. Thank you so much. So
we're talking about Pass the Silver today.
Grand Archive today. Also,
Producer man Theo's birthday.
it's Theo's birthday as well.
Tomorrow, right?
His
is before?
His is
After?
after. Mine was Saturday. His was Sunday.
Correct.
So Theo,
Happy birthday on Monday.
I believe. So happy birthday, Theo, on the 12th. I think that is true.
Hey, we couldn't do this next week because it would have been too far gone. So
Yeah,
I had to
that's
do
true.
it right now.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. One other thing that I would like to mention so that we can get on topic and stop talking about how old and gray I am. This weekend, we live, if you guys didn't know, in the glorious state of Massachusetts.
True.
Where, we can't be reached by the views of the rest of America. This
Untrue.
weekend is PAX East in Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah. Woo! Every year.
And I learned somewhat recently, which is maybe a bad thing.
2 days ago.
that Grand Archive is in fact at PAX East. So if you guys are in the Boston area, you should go because obviously some of the lovely development team is there. But also, they're doing demos and stuff.
There's a couple events, I believe, that they're running.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're running some starter deck stuff. No constructed as far as I know, but importantly for you people that, of course, the people that are watching Lineage Break are the Grand Archive devoted for the most part.
Right.
But if you are in the area and or going to PAX East and or thinking about going to PAX East this weekend, you can buy A, Kongming deck boxes, which are hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
B, the small deck boxes for Cao Cao, Xiao Cao, Xiao Cao, Cao Cao, Cao Cao, and Shai Hodun are all there. The small ones from Seattle.
You can also buy your Indolent Leisure's playmat. I
True.
know that people, covet that.
That one's hard
you
to
get
find.
all your acrylic standees of all your champions.
And I believe this is the last ever appearance of Supporter Pack 2.
Correct.
So that was close to correct. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. I saying Cao Cao and Xiao together is very hard.
Yeah. I would
Cao
also
Cao, Xiao Cao.
like to say that their starter deck tournaments today and tomorrow, and then
Today Friday, tomorrow Saturday,
Huh?
or
today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's for
Friday and Saturday.
people not watching live.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
doesn't matter, right? If
Okay.
they're not watching it live.
They could watch tomorrow. Okay.
Fair. True. And I don't have a day because our lovely Sean Cronin didn't give me a day. But trade night is at 7 p.m.
Ooh.
sometime.
Is that tomorrow? Hopefully that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, today, who knows?
And then maybe we're gonna make the small appearance doing some pack stuff. So keep an eye out for that as well, as
True.
we're right down the road. So.
True.
So yeah, that's cool. Go check it out. It's a sweet booth. And buy your merch. Get your supporter pack too. I hear that SP2 cremation rituals are like $20 a piece.
Correct.
So you buy your supporter pack for $30. If you open jack shit but a cremation ritual, you make most of your money back.
Hey, if you open a foil cremation ritual, that's like $60.
$1 billion.
It's like two.
You open a Rococo, goes crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, So today, we here at Lineage Break are talk about Worlds due now. Worlds is coming up.
Woo woo.
It's actually very soon.
Yeah,
Like really soon.
You know, I keep like thinking, right? I'm like, oh, I got months. I got months to
until
figure it.
Worlds.
Yeah, it's like next month, right?
Yeah, it's
It's like 6 weeks.
yeah. So as of filming today, Friday, this weekend is Oceania Nationals.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck to everybody in Oceania this weekend. 2 weeks from today is North American Nationals. Good luck to everybody going to North American Nationals. 4 weeks from North American Nationals is Worlds. So 6 weeks from today, we will be in Anaheim, California for day 0 of the World celebration, which is very exciting.
Also, I'll just shout out because, you know, Main Deck Dan is a friend of the channel.
Well,
That's rude. North Dakota Regionals also coming up soon. I believe it is June 6th or June 7th.
June 7th. I got a fucking bone to pick with that guy.
Yeah.
All right, that Main Deck Dan.
Yeah.
Refusing the nepotism call to send me those gorgeous Arizona sleeves that maybe you guys have seen. They're doing exclusive sleeves for Fargo Regionals.
Yeah, you got to go fly there.
And they are so cute. So if you're going to Fargo, please buy those for me. I'll pay you. I promise. I need them so bad. They're very cute, but only available at Fargo Regionals. So you can go pick those up. They're also going to have a small print run, I believe, of the Holiday Guel sleeves from last season available as well. But those are very, very limited. So yeah, go buy your tickets to Fargo, North Dakota.
I don't think
Regionals. Right? That's how they talk over there, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't
you know?
That's Minnesota.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's Minnesota.
they're all not here, right? That's how I do geography.
You should watch Fargo the movie.
Don't
it's
you know?
It's very good. I'm assuming that's
You betcha.
Jesus. So we're talking about Path of Silver today and the rest of the world's announcements.
Yeah, we have a lot of Worlds announcements that we did not talk about from the anniversary stream last week. And so we're going to go over some announcements, talk about some hot anime girls, and then we are going to talk about Path of Silver. I have been assured that I know exactly how Path of Silver works and that I will be correct in telling you all of the information. So if anything that I say is found to be incorrect, that's not true. It is correct instead. But before we get to that, we have some promos to go over. Steven.
Yes, sir.
Worlds. It's a very prestigious event. Some might say the most prestigious event. And if your name is Glenn Williams and you are the reigning world champion, you are going to receive this beautiful level 4 Lorraine. We talked about it last week.
Correct.
You get this cool card made for you. You get to sign it. What a joy. You get your Grand Crusader's ring. You get your Apotheosis right. But what does poor Sean Zhang get for getting second place at Worlds 2024?
A playset?
No, I mean last year.
Oh. I don't remember.
Nothing. There's some cash. There's a cash prize. Okay. Second place. No prize card.
Wasn't there a couple cases?
Yeah. Yeah. You got showered with product.
Yeah.
But you win, or you top 8 in Ascent. Even when they topped Nationals, you get a prize card.
True.
But at Worlds last year, you didn't get anything.
Didn't they get a playset of something for making it to Worlds?
They got Beseech the Wins and a playset for making it to Worlds.
Yeah.
You get second place, you get nothing?
Yeah.
So, thankfully, congratulations to Weebs. They have rectified this issue for 2025 Worlds. If you are Sean Zhang, you get second place. We love you, Sean. Every single person in top 8, only top 8, but top 8 of Worlds will get a gorgeous Heavenly Guide top 8 prize card, but not just one, Steven. You get 4 Heavenly Guide prize cards only for the top 8 of Worlds. So these will be like in their own right spirit level cards, right? Because most spirits get 32 printings. And so these are like a little bit more than that, but will be, I think, nearly as coveted, which is quite impressive. There's going to be
4 times 8, so 32.
32 of them. Oh yeah, it's the same. Yeah. So these are literally like spirits, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think these will be a apt reward for making it that far because I think it feels a little bit bad. Of course, cash prizes.
I believe this art is done by Juby as well.
Yeah, it's very very nice.
This is very
pictures Shira, our beautiful silver spirit. But that's not all. Of course, if you are Glenn Williams, reigning world champion, and you run the back-to-back, and you get first place at Worlds 2025, you get to add to your Apotheosis Right collection with Sacramental Right, which is the same card, but for Quicksilver Grail.
Correct.
So we talked about this a lot, that they're going to do QSG next time, they're just going to keep doing GCRs, and so at least for the time being, it looks like we're following the Divine Relic cycle. Next year's okay.
Next year, try not to win.
Year 4, though, that's tough.
Why does everyone keep saying that? I think 4 is better than 3.
Mercurial Heart?
I think it's better than
Temporal Spectrometer goes crazy.
No, I think Temporal Spectrometer has never seen playable. It's never been played in anything.
People just aren't cooking hard enough.
Mercurial Heart, that deck is fine.
Yeah.
That deck is fine.
Yeah, okay.
Wind Robots is a good deck.
Yeah, no, I agree. That should play Grand Crusaders. It's a very good deck.
I'm just saying when you need that one extra power cell, you sacrifice
you could draw a card instead. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah,
you need that one extra power cell so you can cast your Overlord. Drawing a card doesn't do anything.
Anyways, you get this lovely Sacramental Right, which is a ancillary to Quicksilver Grail that also makes you Ascendant so that you can activate your Lorraine Ascendant Wings ability. Unclear if they're going to give the champion a Grail, but I really hope that they do.
Yeah, it would be really good.
It's very King Arthur themed.
Yeah,
it's a perfect time for them to announce, their Fate Stay Night collaboration.
I would also like to applaud Jube for another beautiful art.
Yeah,
this
gorgeous.
Is also him.
But I would like to. What's the opposite of applause?
I don't know.
Whatever that is, I would like to do that for Belle for not telling us who these characters are.
Yeah. A hero of the community. Yeah. One, Mitch from Mitch Marketplace, and
yes.
Ask
Mitch's Marketplace.
The hard hit. It's Marlin's. I do it every time. Ask the hard hitting questions of who these girls are. And,
so hot.
Like every answer we get from the developers, it was maybe you'll find out.
Yes, but when?
So
not Proxia confirmed.
Not Proxia confirmed.
Yeah. So there was maybe some world where this dark-haired girl is Proxia, but not this world.
No,
so
these are just 3 gods that we don't know.
And they're hot.
Gaia, maybe? Maybe.
That's pretty cool. If you are not playing in Worlds, which is most of us normal people, correct, you can play in the lovely 3v3 team standard event, which is super cool. If you guys have not checked it out, I highly recommend that you do. It is a very unique format. It's a cool way to have fun and, sort of like celebrate Grand Archive. I encourage people to obviously not, throw your chances away, but plan to have fun because it's a fun format. Right. And if it goes well for you and your team can walk away with a Hanabi Spirit of Fire, drawn by the beautiful NR, which hasn't done art for us in a very long time.
Yeah.
Last one I remember is the Banner Knight promo from DOA. It's been a long time, I think. Yeah. So they're back, and you can get that Hanabi, which is super cool. And then, of course, if you can't play in Worlds or the 3v3, we will be hosting lots of cool side events. There's also a very cool Day Zero celebration, so we encourage everybody to come out for Friday to watch Worlds Day 1 live, but also for some cool announcements.
I'm hoping for
Casino Night,
whatever Casino Night is. But I'm really hoping for Draft.
Yeah, I think Draft will be there. I think I'm
really hoping.
So yeah, definitely come out. It is the best event of the year. No, we do not work for the company. We just want you guys to come and have fun. Will you do Lineage Break live on Day Zero? We could, yeah. That's if we're not too busy. That is not out of the realm of possibility.
We always have the stuff with us when we travel. So Our plan is always to make content. It's just finding the time and finding the people to do it with.
It's busy. Steven,
Yes.
when I go to Worlds,
When you go to Worlds,
my favorite thing to do
is spend money.
is spend money.
Yeah. Me too.
he gets it.
I get this. How do you spend your money?
I spend my money on a few things.
Yeah.
And we can talk about those things. I like merchandise.
Oh,
Steven.
I love merchandise. I love wearable merchandise.
Me too. And if I wanted to get some wearable merchandise, Steven,
Yeah.
how would I do that?
I think you go to the Sylvie Ascent store,
Mm.
and there's some wearable merchandise that you can buy in the store in the form of some beautiful new shirts that are just revealed to us.
I've been slighted yet again, Steven.
The first wearable merch was Arisana. It's not always for you. The first shirt that came out.
I've been slighted yet again.
The first shirt that came out was Arisana.
These shirts are very cool. I like them a lot. We have one for Tristan, one for
Sylvie, one for Diana. No.
Merlin.
Merlin.
Merlin, Nico, and CL.
CL, yeah. I thought there was a Diana one.
So you can get your beautiful shirts at Worlds. I think exclusively, at least for the first time at Worlds. Maybe they'll be at other events in the future, but they're super cool. They're less busy than the other shirts, which I think is cool. A little bit more understated, and people will be like, "Oh, I like your cool Black Butler anime boy on your shirt. Is that a Black Butler character?" And you say, "No, it's my favorite champion from Grand Archive TCG that you can play at your local game store."
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I've been a little cringe.
Yeah.
Since
And you're watching Black Butler?
I have not yet. It is on my list to rewatch Black Butler. However, I made my Final Fantasy 14 character look like CL.
Nice.
Because I'm cringe. However,
And you can wear your shirt.
I will wear my
while you're
CL
cringing
shirt.
and playing Final Fantasy.
I will wear my CL shirt. I'm gonna probably buy a gold. It's a nice shirt. As long as
They're in your size.
they support the bigger sizes. Because
Yeah.
historically, that has been a point of contention.
Well, did you try the second wave of shirts? Because you weren't at an event where they were
Correct.
at, right?
Correct.
Because those were bigger.
Right.
Yeah. Because the Kongming shirt that I got from SEA
Right.
was the largest size,
Yeah.
and it fits me skin tight, and it is not good.
Yeah.
But the other ones were bigger, so I
Okay.
think at least there are bigger sizes. I don't know how
Right.
big.
As long as there's 2X.
we're improving.
Right. Right.
We're
I need
improving.
a 2X. I'm a big guy. I'm working on it, but that process started today, so it's gonna be a couple months.
Yeah. But yeah, they're super cool. I'm really really glad that we finally started getting wearable merch, because I know that people have been talking about it for a long time.
Mhm.
Where is our M-Rage announcement?
Yeah.
Weebs.
That's weird. I thought we were surely gonna have it for Worlds.
Yeah, me too. What's going on? Anyways, if you don't like wearable merch and you want regular merch
that
to,
you can either
to hold,
cuddle with or put on a shelf.
Yeah.
There's a couple options for you.
like what, Steven?
Like, you can get like the Sylvie figurine from Christmas time. There's now a Kong Ming figurine, and it looks
I've been
great.
slighted yet again.
And the cutest montage I think Weebs have done in a very long time. We finally have the Sylvie plushie, guys.
It's true. After 600 and some
Something
odd
messages.
days, the Sylvie has been made. No giant tortoise plushie, unfortunately.
No.
Rest in peace, Shelly. I don't want to play with you anymore.
The Sylvie plushie is cute.
It's very cute.
It's very cute.
And if you're a plushie guy, you can pick up your Sylvie plushie, and we'll probably have one sitting on our table that will get increasingly more cluttered as time goes on.
Correct. On top of that,
Mm.
if you don't want to buy merch directly from Weebs, there's a few other things that you can do.
Oh.
This is where Cam's money goes when he
So
goes to
tough.
these events. We are, again, having a group of artists that you can buy prints and mats and
Artist proofs and
and
signatures
signatures and doodles and all sorts of beautiful art from. And yeah, there's 8 of them this time.
It's insane. 8 is a huge number. There was
Yep.
what, 6 last year?
Yeah, I believe.
So we're even increasing.
Yeah. So the first one is
Oh, Nimmy!
Nimi is Dragon Art
In their entirety.
in their entirety. These are the artists that have done Sung Jian, Conduit of Seasons, Jian Fate's Premonition, Planar Abyss, which you can all buy all of those arts as mats
With gold stamps on
gold stamps on them from the artists.
Very cool.
And then we have Premia Studio with Searing Rebuke
Mm-hmm.
mat, which will probably go crazy because that art is great. Guel with Harness Lightning,
Mm-hmm.
Honshu with General at Arms,
Queen.
and Fang with Cao Cao. So Fang will be returning to Worlds, I believe.
I know Steve's excited.
I am very excited. I kind of want to buy more First Art Dream Fairy so I can have a play set.
They're like not so bad, right?
Like $70.
Well, they're $70 listed, but nobody's buying them. They're probably like
Correct.
$20.
Yeah.
But yeah, very cool.
Yep. And Fang has a Burst Asunder, which has Cao Cao on it. It's very good.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Not for you per se, because you can't answer it. I can't answer it either. I'm hoping that the developers in chat can answer. Of course, this is Nightmare Town for my wallet for sure.
Correct.
I'm a big fan of artisty stuff. Anybody that has seen me in person knows that I've like 80 herb tokens from SB2 or some fucking heinous number. Because I really like getting artists to doodle on stuff. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
And so I spent an egregious amount of money because Dai was
At
Worlds last year, and that's Ari's artist. But not only is his Honshu going to be there, that does some Ari-san art, Careful Study most notably. And the last time I saw her, I actually didn't have the Judge promos because they didn't come out yet. But something that I am unclear on, because I don't speak non-English, is that Pre-Maya Studios, I think, how would you pronounce that, is going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
However, they are a studio, right?
Mm-hmm.
They do so much art. I don't know if you've gone on like Index to see how much art they do. It's an insane number. And so there's like no way it's one person, right? There's no way. But I can't figure that out. I can't figure out who does what because it's all just like under the studio name. Because like after a while, like the Dragon Art people, right, started signing them with their names. It would be like Dragon Art Triss. And so you like know who does what. And they're all coming with their various playmat arts. But I don't know who the artist is that's coming from Premiere Studios and what art they do because they do the studio. It's a lot of art.
Yeah, it's tough.
A lot.
That's tough.
And so I need to know. So somebody help me. Theo, help me. Who is it? What do they do? Are they one person? That would be great to know.
I will be hovering around their booth because I believe they are the artists that do CL.
I believe so. Yeah.
So
yeah. There's so much art.
So
it's
I will
crazy.
be hovering to see if there's any little tidbits I can scoop up.
Yeah, well, it'll be right around that time. It'll be interesting. It's like sort of exactly how Worlds was, where it was like right before MRC came out, but a bunch of the artists for MRC were there. Like Jubei was supposed to be there, and they're the artist of Tristan, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, very cool. We're very excited to see artists returning, and I think it's great to. I know it's harder, I think, for weebs to have these like artist appearance at every ascent, like we were sort of doing in the earlier days, because there's too many events.
Yeah.
So it's really cool that Worlds is this sort of like conglomeration of artists that are coming together to provide their signatures and stuff to the community, and hopefully the community can show them some love and appreciation for the hard work that they do. Pinax, hi Pinax, says they're like 14 people. That makes way more sense. They do a billion pieces of art, so many.
Yeah.
But I now I gotta know. Because I don't want to be that guy. I feel like that's insulting, Like if you go up to an artist and you're like, hey, I really love your work. Can you sign these cards for me? But I don't know if that's actually their work or not, And I don't want to be that guy. Like that one right there. You guys can see it. Comet Fall, Premiere Studios. So I want to get my Comet Fall signed, et cetera, et cetera. Anyways, we'll figure that out. But yeah, very excited for artists. I spent a absolute truckload of my money on proofs and stuff. So excited to never eat solid food again.
Yep. So if you're not playing in Worlds, and you're not playing in the Ascent Worlds, and you're not buying merch or art proofs, what else is there to do?
Well, there's two paths.
Yeah, Path of Steel
at these events. Path of Steel and Path of Silver. And the reason that they were named that way, back in the way day, is because traditionally in Grand Archive's history, there has been two different tickets that you could buy for an Ascent. You could buy a Path of Steel ticket or a Path of Silver ticket, thus choosing a path for you to attend at the event. Starting with Worlds and going forward, Path of Silver is no longer a ticket that you have to purchase. So when you attend an Ascent that has a Path of Silver once per season, usually the bigger ones, like Worlds, you will get entered into Path of Silver. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. Path of Silver is the collector side of the game, and not everybody's a collector. Some people are just here to play the game. But they're doing a cool sort of format change to Path of Silver that I think is very much needed. So traditionally, how Path of Silver has worked is you have a set of set bonuses that are revealed at the event. You submit a collection of 50 cards using as many of those set bonuses as you can or want to get the maximum score that you can. So that's stuff like Arisana Lineage. If you have all of your Aris, they have a set bonus, and various other things usually themed around either the set or like a specific character or something. And that's where all the whales go to get their sweet promo cards. But there was a thing in place at previous Path of Silver events where if you did this collector's tournament and you met a certain threshold of points, you would get a playmat, some extra promos, stuff like that. So there was an incentive for the people that weren't going to necessarily like win the tournament to submit a collection for these like smaller amounts to get a playmat or some extra promos or what have you. However, Stephen,
I've heard that takes a bajillion years.
Turns out Weeb's a small team, and most of the people that work the events are volunteers, and it is very hard to process that many people's collections, and so it made Path of Silver take an extremely long time, and it would involve everybody that submitted a collection sort of like sitting down on Sunday morning for a couple hours to wait for their collection to be processed, because they all have to be processed manually. Now, Path of Silver, as we know it, as we just explained, is not going away. The people that are competing for either the top 8 overall or the top 8 in a specific thema category does still exist, and that is still completely unchanged as far as I know. You will still submit your list. There will still be set bonuses. You will still have to have that list manually checked on Sunday morning by somebody to see if you win. And so that sort of like upper echelon to like mid-tier, I think that like any sort of average level collector can really strive to get a top 8 in thema. And then, of course, you need those above and beyond collectors to strive to get that top 8 overall. But, Stephen, let's say you're not typically a high-end collector person, but you do have a pretty big Grand Archive collection. You have almost all of the cards in the game, et cetera, et cetera. There is now a path for you where you don't have to, submit this entire collection, wait through the couple hours on Sunday to get manually checked in. You can still play in Path of Steel as you intend to, and still participate in the Path of Silver side of the event. So, the way that this is working is everybody, when you sign up for the event, you will be entered into Path of Silver. And then on your account, there will be a new tab that will have a list of requirements that you need to meet, which are sets of cards that you bring up to a table whenever you want, whenever you have the time. You have 5 minutes in between rounds. You say, oh, cool, I can do this first set of cards that Path of Silver has asked me to collect. You bring them up to a table. They stamp them with a cute Sylvie Anks emoji stamp. And then you complete that tier of Path of Silver, and then they give you the next one, et cetera, et cetera. Or I guess technically you can see them all when you sign up. But and as you complete these things, you get some stuff. So at the first tier, which is the low tier, number 1, you get a Sylvie ticket.
I believe those are to enter side events, maybe?
I guess.
So all the side event tickets have Sylvie on them.
You get a Sylvie ticket. At low tier number 2, you get an acrylic keychain of unknown something, but that's cute. At low tier number 3, you get a Seal to Pass non-foil PR. That is the PR for the event. We'll put it up on the screen. Thank you, editor. This is the exciting one.
I can't believe this is real.
At mid-tier 1, you get a Sylvie grading service ticket. Anybody that saw the
April
X
Fools.
posts on April Fools from the Grand Archive Twitter account, you can go find them. They're still there. They made a joke about a Sylvie grading service, which is like a graded slab. You guys play card games, you know what that means. And the one that they showed is just like a picture of Sylvie with a thought bubble, and it says, "This is one of my favorites," instead of having a grade on it. Which I think is really good. And we all thought was a joke. And then at the anniversary stream, they announced that Beckett Grading Service is sponsoring Worlds. And so surely, they haven't announced officially, but surely this stupid ticket you bring up to Beckett and they put whatever card you want into a slab with Sylvie on it that says some
"This is my favorite
stupid thing about it." Yeah. I hope that they're actually tiered. Like, I hope they actually grade it and they're just like number equivalents and Sylvie says something dumb about them. But we don't know a whole lot about that, but I do know that I'm going to be abusing the Sylvie grading service because I think it's so funny.
I will give you, if I end up getting to that, you can have mine.
I don't know what I'm going to put in there. I'm like really, really racking my brain.
You sold your 2A, right?
I know, that would have been perfect.
Yeah. It's the one time.
Now they're too expensive.
Yeah, it's the one time it would have actually mattered.
I would have 100% put my 2A in there. So at mid-tier 1, you get a Sylvie grading ticket. At mid-tier 2, you get the foil PR for Seal the Past. And then at high tier 1, you get the Seal the Past playmat. So anybody that is familiar with the lower end of Path of Silver from previous events, this is sort of all of the promos that you would get if you hit all of the thresholds,
right.
Plus some. There are some extra stuff in here that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise. So you can still do that, and I think this is like a very attainable way for the normal Grand Archive player to have like a fun interaction with Silver that isn't super costly. They said that obviously these cards are getting stamped, so they said there won't be anything higher than like a foil rare in any of these things. So it's going to be a lot of like commons, uncommons, maybe a non-foil SR, stuff like that.
Yeah, and it'll be super fun that you'll have this list when you sign up.
Yeah.
And then, for the trade nights and running around the event to trade and stuff, it's going to make this more of a community-driven thing than I think it has been previously.
Yeah, I agree. It'll be like, I really need a trusty steed, but everyone's list is different, or at least like mostly different, I think. And so it'll make trading fun. You can like go to vendors, open some booster packs. You're like, God damn it, Nimmy. You're like, you need a common from MRC, and you're like, oh no, I didn't bring any of those. Let me go to the booth and buy a MRC pack and hope that my common is in it, stuff like that. So
if my list
really
isn't
cool.
just like 75 trusty Steves,
they will hopefully they will give you the specialized list of cards.
Yeah, just open it up. It's just trusty Steves all the way down.
But yeah, I think this is really cool. I'm excited to hear more news about it and a little bit more details about how exactly all this works and about Silver proper. But, this was just the announcement of the new format. But something that's super important is Path of Silver is it's a very different thing. It's something that no other card game that I've ever played has ever done. And so, give some kudos to your development team for making this cool event that you guys can interact with. But also, if you do like this, if you don't like this, et cetera, please let them know, right? Like, feedback is so important, and they just are like revamping Silver, but that doesn't mean that this is the permanent sort of way that Silver is going to work forever. So if this is something that you do like, let them know so it'll stick around. If this is something that you don't like, let them know so they change it in the future. But I think it's really cool, a cool way to incentivize people to interact with that side of the game. And like you said, like, have more of a community-driven experience. I think it's really awesome.
Yeah, I think that is the best part of Grand Archive.
Yeah.
Like I love the game and everything, but the community when it comes together feels so much like a family that I would love to have more like community events, more fun stuff, casino nights. And
Casino
whatnot.
night, which we promised we would talk about this week, but they haven't told us anything about it. So
unfortunately.
Okay, whatever.
But there's a couple other things we can talk about.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's the end of our Worlds announcements. I don't think we have any other Worlds information right now. Still waiting on that casino night. Shinja, looking at you. But hopefully we'll see you there. We'll be there in just 6 weeks now. So if you have not gotten your tickets yet, I think Worlds is now sold out. Last I saw, I think Worlds is sold out. However, it is very possible that you can't make it into Worlds proper. That's most of us. But even people that cannot, either tickets are sold out, so they can't get a 3v3 ticket, or they just like don't have a team to play with. It's hard to find, 2 other people to play with. Sometimes schedules don't line up. Whatever. You can still go. This is not Lorcana Worlds. You're allowed to enter into the building and engage with the community and do side events and stuff, even if you don't have a ticket for the main event.
Yeah,
and we encourage you to do so, especially if you're like somewhat local. Of course, it's a little bit of an ask to be like, you should fly across the world if you don't have a ticket for the main event. But people that can like reasonably make the travel, we super encourage you to do so. It is such a fun event, and Worlds last year was like a sort of like a mind-blowing experience for me, because for a game that's so new, and at the time even newer, it was such a high quality event, and there were so many cool things to do. And this year is just like probably double, triple, quadruple that. So definitely come to Worlds. Check it out.
On top of all that, you meet your favorite content creators.
That's true. You
We'll
can
all
meet
be there.
Creative Shock.
I wouldn't want to meet Creative Shock.
You can meet a main tech Dan.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways.
I think I know exactly what I would put into.
Oh yeah.
My Sylvie.
Yeah. What?
It would be the foil SP3 Trusty Steed.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going with, but that's a good
What
show.
you think I was
I immediately thought of the malignant Athame that
Oh
is
my God.
crushed into pieces by text.
Yeah, that
would be pretty good.
But I think a foil
Trusty
Trusty
Steed's
Steed
pretty
signed by all the developers.
Oh, that'd be super cute.
Yeah.
You should do that.
Yeah.
And that'll be easy. Foil
Yeah.
Trusty Steeds. People just be handing those to you.
I'm hoping people just hand them to me, because then I'll sign.
needs those.
I'll sign them and give them out.
Right.
Because it's funny. But we do have a couple other things that we announcements that we got for the anniversary stream. If you are sticking around in California for an additional week, there is Anime Expo, which is the second time you'll be able to get Supporter Pack 3, because I believe they announced that we'll be able to buy them at Worlds. Yeah. But you'll also, if you visit the Grand Archive booth, be able to get a Thunderclap AX promo featuring one
Da Cow, I think, or Chow. It's either cow or Chow.
I don't know.
She's hot.
She's hot. It's Sorry Girl. I really want
Thunderclap
this.
me.
We also have a Singapore promo.
Yeah, they call this the Korax promo.
For Enthralling Visage, showing Nico having fun in Singapore. It's beautiful.
It's super sweet. Yeah, it's at the at like the Merlion and Marina Bay Sands.
Yeah.
You've seen this on and anytime Singapore is mentioned, this is like the Eiffel Tower of Singapore, right? So it's on a bunch of different card arts, but super cute.
And
He's wearing like these ripped jorts. What's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know. I love it.
Woo!
And I think we mentioned it a little bit last week, but there is a gorgeous creator promo for the new creator program, which we still don't know anything about. But it is a unbelievable art of Frostmourne Paladin.
Yeah.
This card is so beautiful. Also done by Juve.
Yeah. She is
boy.
Absolutely gorgeous, and I think we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about it at least a little bit. We do, and we don't know if we're getting these promos or whatever. We're not trying to say that.
Right.
But we do this show, and we make content for GA because we love it, and we do it regardless of any sort of like, we appreciate that you guys watch it, and we appreciate that the developers like it, and that's all awesome. But we do it because we love the game, right? But it is something that, again, like I feel like a lot of other games don't support their content creators in the same way that Grand Archive does, and they did with the ambassador promos from last year, and I just think it's really awesome of GA to give back to their creators with a promo like this, which is going to be I think pretty sought after, especially being like a hyper playable card,
right?
Frostborn Paladin,
and especially just how absolutely gorgeous this art is.
Thank you, Weeps, for supporting your content creators. Us aside, it's just really awesome to see anybody that makes content for this game getting some like recognition, right? Because there's a lot of great creators out there that do more than just sit in front of a camera and talk for an hour every week, like make some really, really awesome content that need more eyes on it. But of course, recognition from the developers means the world to us, and I know it means the world to other content creators as well. So
yeah, thank you. And last but not least, I think this is probably the best announcement. Ascent Boston.
Woo! Biggest Ascent of all time.
Biggest Ascent of all time. Yeah. Way bigger than Akihabara.
It's huge, yes. The 1,200 person event. You can get your tickets now.
We have our prize card, which is Meow.
Meow.
Spirit of Water. And oh my.
Jesus Christ.
I thought the other spirits of water were good. It's probably the best spirit of water I've seen.
She's so hot, dude.
I love a split-haired girl.
How much you think,
This one?
Yeah, how much you think?
3?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm worried.
Yeah.
It's our home city, though. I would really like one. She's super hot.
I would really like one, too. I'm going to do my best to try to win one.
Just win one, yeah. Man, she's so hot. Congratulations to the top 8 of Ascent Boston in August. You got a real winner.
Hey, I might not be playing water. If I'm not playing water and I have one of these, you can borrow it.
Oh yeah, thank you, Richie. Richie says he'll sell it to me. Thanks.
Yeah,
thank you, everybody.
You gotta give him the homie price though, $1,500.
Jesus Christ, that's a steal. I would not do that. That's way too low. But yeah, she's super gorgeous. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, she is.
My lord.
Like, and not only is she gorgeous, the whole art itself is gorgeous.
Yeah, who's our artist? God damn Jubei, dude. Doing all of God's work.
He's crushing it.
Yeah, dude. We just have such a amazing crop of artists for Grand Archive that, like, almost every time that we get a new art, it's like I'm like desensitized to it, because all of the art is so good that I just like, that is what I expect, which is awesome. It's great to expect that, but then you like look at, not going to name any names, but you look at some other games, I'm like, oh. This is what other people get, I guess.
Yeah, you're really phoning that in.
Yeah, she's absolutely gorgeous. So congratulations to the top 8 of Ascent Boston. Bang my line.
It's the first one he's gonna try to buy.
I don't know. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, but we'll see.
Hey, I know a man in our chat. I don't know if he's still in our chat.
Jesus Christ.
That has one. He bought one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
yeah,
I'm sure number 8 won't go for that much.
Yeah. We'll get the John Kalong number 8.
Yeah.
And, then we can match. But yeah, she's super cute. You guys should come to Boston. It'll be a good time. If you're in Boston right now, go to PAX. And if you're in Boston in 3 months, go to Ascent Boston. That's crazy. Do that. So, I think that's about it. Unless there's something we're missing here. I see you clicking. Are there updates? Clicking on something?
No. There is I thought maybe there is a supposed lore article coming out sometime.
When? Soon?
Soon, TM?
Today?
Maybe. But it's not out yet. But it is about CL, so I'm very excited.
Look forward to that. You can also look forward to Ascent Oceania, which is this weekend as of recording.
No, not Ascent.
Sorry. Nationals, Oceania. As of recording right now, I believe it starts at 5:30 p.m. EST, so it's actually very soon. So make sure to go check that out. The links are up for that on the Grand Archive YouTube channel. As we said at the start of the show, if you are in the Boston area, come down to PAX East. See the lovely Grand Archive crew at PAX East. And I think that's it for the weekend. We'll be back next weekend talking about True Champion Terry's victory at Oceania Nationals, and talking about who else is qualified other than Terry, of course.
Yeah. It's our king.
Yeah. I think that's all we have for you this week. So thank you guys so much for watching. We will be back next week, and then the week after that, we will be at North American Nationals. So that's all very exciting.
Yep.
A good time to be in the Grand Archive sphere, and so we hope you stick with us, and we appreciate your viewership.
Yep. So unfortunately, a Lineage Break. Taking a break on the 23rd.
A Lineage Break.
A Lineage Break. We're taking a Lineage Break on the 23rd.
So you guys can watch North American Nationals.
So you can watch North American Nationals.
But next week, we'll be here and we'll see you there. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Woo.